Do you like timeless classics?
Yes.
Are you looking for curated designer vintage?
I am
actually.
You are? You guys are in the market?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have some breaking news for you.
Spill.
Look no further than Funny Girl Vintage, your go-to destination for curated, one-of-a-kind vintage pieces that'll have you looking and feeling amazing. And they have a showroom in Culver City. You can book your one-on-one style consultation at funnygirlvintage.com or on their Instagram at funnygirlvintage. And guess what, ladies?
What?
For our podcast listeners, you can get 10% off using the code NIGHT.
How do you spell that?
NIGHT for 10% off. And we thank Funny Girl Vintage for sponsoring this episode. Welcome back to Night School. I'm Jessie Zand.
I'm Alana Cloud Robinson.
I'm Izzie Hunter.
I just accused them all of saying that we hadn't actually introduced ourselves for the last
No,
few episodes.
You know who I am.
Yeah, what? Also, my name's in the bio description.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry I'm dressed like this. It's in honor of Pride. So, go on.
Actually, camo is very Pride now. I feel
Yes.
like the
This-
queer community has co-opted redneck fashion, which I'm very happy
And I'm
about.
waiting for rednecks to co-opt queer fashion.
Oh
Yes.
my
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
only. That's the only.
Proud Boys.
What?
The Proud Boys.
What?
The Pride Boys.
It's like totally queer fashion.
I'm not following. I've never. That,
Like the
I can't-
KKK.
No, the Proud Boys. Like, you know.
Proud Boys. The guy
We're not starting the episode talking about the Proud
Yeah,
Boys.
guys, demonetized immediately.
You don't support the Proud
Keida.
Boys.
just said that you want the straight guys to serve
I said rednecks. Not all rednecks are Proud Boys.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really racist
Not
towards
most
rednecks.
of them. Not most of them.
I
They're
don't
just
know,
men. They're just blue collar workers that are in the sun all day. That is literally where the term comes
Yeah,
from.
it's true.
Some of them are just wrangling alligators and not hating black people. Okay.
I have
Yeah.
redneck family, and none of them are. None of them are.
Did you
Proud
say the
Boys.
boo boo?
Yeah,
None of them are the boo-boos.
Yeah. I
Only
would
my-
hope so. I would
only
hope so.
my-
None of them are cosplaying furries. Like,
Some of my other family is Labubu's, but not that. I'm related to some Labubu's.
I like using that as a term for just anything
I
that's.
know.
yeah,
That's Labubu.
unsatisfactory.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That was Labubu.
yeah. That was a boo boo.
Yeah.
Last night was Labubu.
Yeah. What were you
yeah.
gonna say?
Who the fuck knows what I was gonna say? Oh, I feel markedly better that now that I'm here than I was 15 minutes ago. I've been having a pretty rough crash out week. I'm sorry for everybody that's had to endure that this last
What's
week.
going on, Queen?
I've been crashing out this week, so I didn't notice.
Yeah, I've been on a bender, so I didn't notice.
Same.
I did notice.
No, you
I've
didn't
been
notice.
there,
You've
but-
been there. You've been there. Yeah, I'm not in the best mental headspace for the last week. Just, having to deal with anytime I have to deal with like feelings, that's really rough for me. I don't really do well with those. And if I can't shift them into some unit of productivity, I just crumble. And that's kind of where I've been at the last few days. It's just having to fucking push through and put a smile on my face and cosplay that everything's okay. And it's not, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because we're here.
You know, sometimes when I'm having that kind of issue, I clean the house, or I.
I
felt.
did clean my room.
That's
that
good.
helped. That
Cleaning
helped.
and felting.
Yeah.
These are good. I'm like not giving any constructive advice on actual like emotional
No.
strength
But-
anymore because I don't think I'm an authority on anything. So I'm just saying,
You are an authority on
Handwork.
a lot.
am I? Am I the picture of mental stability?
On this podcast?
Yeah, in this room for
Yeah,
sure.
you are. And that's a testament to what we're working with.
You have a steady relationship, a beautiful home, a
You
career.
clean regularly. That's
Yeah,
a
you
huge point in
clean.
my book.
Yes, but if we recall, my boyfriend came on the show and called me an emotional terrorist.
Whether she got a positive email or a negative email that day. Definitely an emotional terrorist.
Yeah, but he was doing a bit.
No, he calls me that at
No.
home too.
I think he's,
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
like
think
a
that's
term
a
of
bit.
endearment. It's not a bit.
It's a term
That
of
part's not a
endearment.
bit.
But that's kind of beautiful because
He loves you regardless.
he loves you and he is the like catalyst to the terrorism.
He's actually not the catalyst to the terrorism 80% of the time. So he is a trooper. Because
He's a trooper,
sometimes
yeah, he's a soldier.
sometimes I pick up my phone, which he calls the make girl sad machine. And then I play on my phone and then he goes, "Oh no, what happened?" And I'm like, "I saw something." And he's like, "Oh great. Okay, well that's the rest of our evening."
You
Great.
need to get this app, Opal, that like locks you out of your
You
apps.
told me something.
Yeah.
It's for like babies.
true.
But I,
Babies.
it's not.
It's
but
clear that I have no self-control. We've talked about the fact that I have a
Same.
box that I put my phone in so I can concentrate. It's a box that literally people use for like dieting, where they put their cookies in the box on a timer for like 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah. And I do it like 2 hours at a time. And it's the only way I can get anything done.
I would break
so.
the box within a day. I'd be like, I need it. Or I would spend an hour looking for my phone.
You forget that you put it in the
Yeah,
box.
I do that all the time. Sometimes my phone is just like sitting by the door and I'll have a breakdown. Meanwhile, my computer could call my phone through Find My iPhone. This happened with my keys yesterday. I couldn't find my keys for 20 minutes, but I have a fucking AirTag on them. I live on a different planet. I'm sorry.
yeah.
guys. Like,
I put
really
my
do.
phone, when I do lose my phone, it's in the fridge. It's in the
Wait,
it's
really?
in the pantry. I put my
I've done that
I-
actually. I've put my phone in the fridge.
That's incredible.
for being attached to my phone, I am also incredibly detached from my
Yeah.
phone. I put it in the craziest places.
No, I
It's my
wish-
unconscious desire to be rid of it. I think.
Yes.
I think for the first time this week, I have gotten to the place where I'm like, I think I actually want to get rid of. Like, I actually want to disconnect. I actually want to go offline.
That's
And
great.
No, it's not. I'm beholden to it. My job, I can't. There's no way
You
for
could
me
do
to
a
actually.
vacation moment.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it. I've seriously been thinking about it for the first time because I had to go. I had to do some shit I can't get into this week that broke my soul. Like, broke my soul. Adinah, we're gonna bleep all this out. Then I'm just gonna cover my mouth so that I can give you a thing. I had to. And I was like, this shit is so dark.
Was it all?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
But honestly, I wasn't even tripping about that part.
Yeah.
Truly, like that was just a fun fantasy, whatever. Like because it was an easy thing for me to be like, oh, this is never gonna happen. I don't actually have to get like emotionally invested. It's like a fantasy, fine, whatever. The part that was fucked up for me was having to do that as like part
Yeah.
of the gig. And I was like, this is so fucking dystopian and dark right now. Also triggering so many body issues, self-judgment, bullshit on my own
Yeah.
that I was like, oh, I actually want to throw my fucking phone into a vat of acid at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to hear it sizzle.
Yeah.
Like,
Little explosion.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So
That
I'm
is
on
rough.
I'm on your wavelength. I would
Yeah.
love to fucking disconnect.
What
at
if
this
we all
point.
got like
dumb
flip
phones?
Yeah,
Dumb
like
phones? Yeah, I would love to get a dumb phone.
We could all go become woofers.
What?
You know the woofing thing? It's where people, you know what this is? It's where people go and it's been exposed as basically indentured servitude, but I always thought it sounded kind of slay. People go to farms in like Hawaii or Costa Rica or whatever, and they work on these farms. It's slavery. They work in exchange for lodging. I don't know. I would always see these like really gangly white girls being like, I spent a year picking mangoes in Costa Rica, and I'd be like, that looks kind of nice. And then it was like exposed for like inhospitable working conditions and like horrific like cockroaches everywhere. But that was always a fantasy of mine. Like maybe one day I'll just leave it all behind and go do a woofing thing. You know?
Yeah, I'm not cut out for that. I need to be at a resort, but I like that
understand
thinking.
that, yeah.
I like that thinking of the
could-
trough.
I know my way
could
around a
woof.
trowel.
I could woof.
I could woof.
Yeah.
A trough. You know your way around a trough.
I said a trowel. Apparently, Frank always makes fun of me. My favorite word is trowel. In all my writing, I always use the word trowel.
What's a trowel?
It's a little short-handed shovel that
Oh, yeah,
It's-
the little
yeah.
like for gardening.
for gardening, for
Oh,
digging.
oh.
But I use it in my writing like constantly, and my boyfriend's made me very aware of that. He's always like a trowel, another trowel. So yes, I'm using the word trowel again. I know my way around a trowel.
All right. Well, thank you guys for submitting your questions. Keep them coming. tinyurl.com/night school advice. We will answer them weekly on the pod. Okay, this one was really fun. Continue to give us like really spicy ones that like could explode your life or those around you's lives, because I really enjoy those and I feel like we're really qualified. I have a friend who keeps going back to her ex. I keep telling her to stop and she won't listen. He has stolen from her home and recently just had a kid with another woman. What should I do? She still keeps going back.
Kidnap her. and waterboard her into understanding that this is like, this just is sad.
He has stolen from her home and recently just had a kid with another woman.
I wonder, does she have a kid with this man?
Is this about me? Is this about? Has he stolen from me?
Did he have a kid with another woman? Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, we weren't like
Yes.
dating or hooking up or whatever.
I answered that question for myself. I don't know. All these questions that we always get make me feel like people need Jesus. I don't know. I don't know what my suggestion is. Call a priest. Exercise. Your friend is being possessed by a demon.
If she has a kid with him, I think that's a different story. I think she's gonna have to have this person in her life if she wants to have, you know, a co-parenting relationship with her child. I think if
She doesn't have a kid with him. He had a kid with another woman.
right, but I don't. Yeah, they didn't say that she did. That's why but they mentioning the other kid is just why I was like, he just had
Where
a
does it
kid
say-
with another woman.
Another woman meaning someone
Yeah,
else.
someone
I don't
else.
think they have a kid. I think she's just.
She's just going back. Okay, well then in that case, girl, he's got a lot on his hands. Like he's got a lot on his plate, a lot in his hands.
18 years of.
What is so good about this man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This also sounds like somebody who's like you know how like broke dick be fucking really good because he needs a place to sleep. Like this is what this is giving.
Hobosexual.
Yeah,
Hobosexual.
yeah. This is what this is giving. Do you know what I mean?
I learned
like
that term the other day.
It's a really
I
good,
thought it was someone who was attracted to
homeless.
homelessness.
right?
But it's actually someone who is attracted to people for their home.
That's
common in Los Angeles. Rent is high.
Yeah.
Men do not necessarily go homosexual. They go hobosexual.
Yeah. They'll
Or-
do that too. Though.
or they're gay
both,
for pay.
depending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what's going on in their world. No man is above anything. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a really tough one. I guess my only piece of serious advice is if this is keeping you up at night, you know, at some point you might have to draw a boundary and not be friends with this person anymore if they got all that
Yeah.
kind of
And if they're
ratchet
just
ass drama going on in their life.
Complaining over and over to you. And
When
they're
it
not
starts
doing-
to ramp up to that degree, at some point you got to be like, okay, you know
Yeah, you
what,
gotta
this is
cut it
your
off.
this is your lesson to learn.
Yeah, and I think also too, like, put it in perspective for your friend. Like, does she want to deal, like, if someone was doing this to you, and she was in your position, I would want to think that your friend wants the best for you. And maybe there's a reframe you could offer her. Like, how would you feel if I kept coming to you and this guy kept fucking on me and treating me like shit and like, and I kept going back to them? Like, it would hurt you to see me continually get hurt like this. Like, I know you want better. I know you deserve better. Like, and then I think to Alana's point, if that conversation just falls on deaf ears, you may just have to kind of set a boundary and let her learn this lesson on her own, as difficult as that may be, because you don't want this affecting your own mental space.
Yeah. Sounds like it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Honestly.
are really chiming in with some useful advice. this
Sorry.
week.
Sometimes I'm just like, who am I to give advice to anybody
Same.
about anything? Right? Like, how can I advise?
We also don't have
I'm
the full
losing my
picture.
mind. You're watching a person unravel in
Girl,
front of your
same.
eyes at all times. How can I possibly advise you on what you should be doing with your life? I am unraveling.
Girl, same. Kalyn told me I should start playing the Switch. Like
What?
the Switch.
Oh, the
like,
Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch?
yeah.
Maybe.
I was like, no.
Honestly,
I played
maybe.
Sims 4 for 9 hours the other day accidentally.
Accidentally. I tripped.
No, literally.
I
I'm not
tripped and
kidding.
played
I
Sims.
started and the sun was up, and I
would love to watch
had
you
to
play
pee,
Sims.
and I realized the sun was down, and I was like, "How long has it been?" And unfortunately, the Sims will like give you notifications like, "Congratulations, you've been playing for 600 hours," and you're just like,
They congratulate you on that. I
they
love
congratulate you on your gameplay time, and it's. If I could give any piece of advice to like the Sims 4 creators, don't do that anymore. It is not. It's not a slay. Maybe to somebody, but not to me. I was humiliated when it told me I've been playing for 100 hours. The first, like, I was just like, that's humiliating. I'm 30 years old, and the most and the greatest, like, I'm building my dream home in The Sims, and I'm 30. And I'm playing this game for
Look,
100
yo,
hours.
If you could afford to do it in real life,
Yeah.
you'd be doing that. But we
Yeah.
don't live in that kind of
Yeah.
economy. So, you know what? It's a systemic issue. It's not
It
your
is.
fault.
It's not your fault.
Thank
like,
you. Thank you.
Also,
guys.
I think
you're
there's
a writer. Like you were creating stories with your Sims.
there's also far more
true.
embarrassing things to be doing than being on The Sims. Like,
Yeah, that's
do
true.
you know what I mean? Like, they're
At least you're not playing Call of Duty and like shooting people or Fortnite. I was addicted to Fortnite.
yeah. Can
for
you
a
imagine
month.
being on like?
It was horrible. I was
Wait.
actually addicted to it. I would play all day. I would get angry. I'd like smash the Xbox controller down when I'd lose. I was so locked in. This was before it was like for little kids. When it first came out, adults were playing it. I mean, they still do. I would play with. Do you know who that is?
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
Went to high school in LA.
We gotta bleep that name.
Oh yeah, sorry. I would. Anyway, I was addicted to Fortnite. That is not helpful.
Only because I hooked up with him.
Everyone has, except
He
for
is
me.
community
apparently.
dick.
He is.
He is community dick.
I played Fortnite with the community.
With the community piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
With the community COD.
My boyfriend plays Kingdom Come Deliverance too. It's like a medieval game. It's extremely accurate. It's actually really like interesting because it's like really well researched. All of the historical stuff is super accurate. He would love that I was talking about this right now because every time he puts it on, I'm like, I'm not paying attention. I am paying attention. I love medieval shit.
Yeah,
So
same.
but there's been times where like we're both like we've been sitting on the couch together, and hours have passed, and he's like, battling in Bohemia. And going to the bathhouse to be washed by the whores, and I'm playing Sims 4. And I'm like, we haven't spoken a word to each other in hours.
But that's beautiful. I want that. That's
Yeah.
what I want. I want someone that I can just sit in silence with.
Yeah.
Like
And
that.
play your video game.
Yeah. and just scroll
we're
on
both
TikTok.
Stiff. Our necks hurt. We're like, oh God.
I just want to be with someone that I can sit next to and scroll on TikTok, and then like when I come across one of my cursed TikToks, be like, look at this person who just admitted that they have herpes online. Like, look at this. Look at the horrors. Like, and then we just say nothing to each other for the next 9 hours.
I
a lot.
feel like that's a huge ask. I feel like you could find someone like that pretty easily.
Yeah.
And yet here we are.
Give him a chance, Jesse.
No.
Exactly.
Give who? Just the proverbial him?
Yeah,
Okay.
him. Abraham Hicks.
Him?
Him.
Yeah.
Give
Abraham. That's really funny, actually.
give him a chance.
I grew up in a very Abraham family.
Yeah, I've been
Abraham
listening to
Hicks
Super
family.
Attracted by Gabby Bernstein on repeat, just trying to get out of this spiral. But all I'm attracting, I think, is further negativity.
I don't think so.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not, but it's fine. Okay, moving on. Okay, wait. Okay, now we have to go. Izzie has prepared. We're gonna start this new segment called Internet Court, where we bring the hottest topics that are being debated online, and we have to deliberate. We have to decide. So Izzie,
This is going to be fabulous because I have no idea who any of these people
walk
are.
us through.
I didn't either until 2 weeks ago, and now I'm very invested.
Walk
Okay.
us through the brutal love triangle tearing apart Nashville.
So, in the middle is Riley Green. He's like 37, country star. He was like been pretty successful, but in the last year, he's become much more successful because of a duet, which is a really good song. I'm sure you've heard it. You can play.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
That is like a talking country duet, which is famously and amazing. I'm sure you listen to like old country. It's very reminiscent and nostalgic for people. It's a really good song, honestly. She's on the left, Ella Langley, who he does the duet with. It was her song, and she brought him onto it. So they've had this song blow up, and all the fans are really like, you guys are so cute together. I think they had a lot of chemistry, and then he brought her. I think they were on tour together, and they've been on tour together for like a year. On the right is Megan Moroney, who's like the Sabrina Carpenter of country. She wears little sparkly dresses. She dated Morgan Wallen.
Did you date Morgan Wallen?
Never exclusively.
Yeah. I think it's obvious, and that's why I do appreciate you being honest, because I feel like everyone kind of knows.
And I have so tried to avoid that in every
Yes.
single interview I've ever done. It was never a relationship.
Okay.
Okay. I will here's what I'll
How did
tell
you
you
meet?
though,
Okay.
because I haven't told anyone this ever.
Okay.
I was a senior in college. COVID hadn't happened yet. So we were friends for a long time. So it's what, 2024? That was 2020.
Yep.
So we're friends for a long time.
Okay.
We were not just friends. And now we're friends.
So you guys had a little thing, but you weren't officially dating.
Yeah, no, never officially dating.
Oh,
She came out with that on I don't know if they dated seriously. I think it was never
No,
official.
I think it was never.
She said
they
that
were
on
like,
Call Me Daddy recently, not long ago. She was open about and they've written songs. Her big hit, Tennessee Orange, is about him.
Oh.
He's written a lot of songs about her too. Like there is like receipts from fans, like lyrics. One of my favorite songs of his, Tennessee Fan, is about, because she's from Georgia. These two are from Alabama. Morgan's from Tennessee. Anyway, Southern shit. So what's happening now is that he is dating Megan on the right.
Okay.
Blondie.
I appreciate you repeating because I remember none of their names already.
I'm going to just keep repeating
Yeah.
them. He and her have not been officially dating, but fans have pieced together that they were on vacation together in January with like a big group of friends. They've been spotted in his hometown driving around. You know, they're not like huge celebrities outside of Nashville, so it's like there's not tons of proof and paparazzi pictures, but people are aware that they've been dating casually or whatever. I guess they won an award for their song a few weeks ago, and they panned to her in the audience. And
To which one?
These
to Megan.
two.
That's all I really have to say is thank you. I'm just grateful to my team. I'm grateful to the fans. I'm on cloud 9 tonight. I don't know what to say. Hey, and thank you to Maya Hansen. She was the first person to believe in this song.
No mention of Riley Green.
No
an
mention of Riley Green.
omission.
He's standing right behind her. They do not make eye contact. She does not make eye contact with him. He also wrote on the song, so they wrote it together. He wrote the second verse. Does not mention him at all. As she walks off stage, she still doesn't make eye contact with him and turns around and kind of like shoves feels dramatic. If there's a word between gives and shoves, that's what it would be. Him the trophy and then walks off.
Oh.
As they're going up on stage as well, the camera very unhelpfully pans to who?
Megan.
Megan Moroney.
Oh.
And look, I think this is a bit stretchy, but everyone's like, she's not clapping.
Oh.
And she looks a bit like eyebrows raised.
They panned to Megan, and in that moment, she was kind of making a face like,
Oh,
and so they ran with
Why
it.
does anyone ever make a face at an award show?
No, you
And
can't.
she's like maybe adjusting her hair or something. But then the fans realized that Ella unfollowed Megan a while ago, like around the time that they were on vacation. And then she unfollowed Ella after the award show. They noticed. So people are speculating that there's a bit of a love triangle going on. And I, of course, I followed all three of them on Instagram on my account where I barely follow people so that when they post, I see it right away.
I love that.
On
She's
my public
tapped in.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And I have been very, very on top. Like, it's truly the only thing I care about as far as celebrities right now is like this love triangle. I'm trying to figure it out as well. I'm trying to unlock it.
Izzie,
I
the-
know,
with the
I'm Charlie
strings.
with
Yeah.
the strings,
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
She's printing out photos
I'm obsessed with
of their stories.
Yeah, well,
and the time codes.
all of them have at least 1 million to 2 million followers on Instagram, but they all definitely run their own Instagrams because of the way, like, okay, so Ella was in an interview recently, and there was tension around that award show between them, like the two on the left. There was definitely tension. They have the song, they keep winning awards, they keep having to perform it, like every, like,
Like
4
tension,
times.
like
I
animosity.
feel like I
or-
missed. So Ella and Riley were dating.
No, they were never, we don't know, but like it does seem
But
like.
if there's tension between them, you think it's like romantic tension?
I think
Sounds like
They were on
something
tour
happened. They've been on tour
together.
together
Yeah.
for like a year,
Oh,
performing
yeah.
this song every night. They also have another duet that is on his album that's like a slower song.
staring each other's eyes,
Yeah.
singing love songs.
And people,
like,
the fans have been like, oh, there's no chemistry last night. Like she's like, ignore it. Like on stage, you can kind of see a shift.
it's giving Silver Springs.
Everybody has been
Yes.
saying that. And she's been also kind of like dressing like Stevie Nicks. So it's really fun. I love her music. I'm a big Ella Langley fan.
That's so fun.
I ride
I
for
love
her.
that.
Anyway, recently in the last like week, he has been, first of all, like last night or the other night, they performed their duets together and he posted a video of them singing a duet, but it was just her part of it. Like he's now like, it's giving, they're also, the chemistry is back on stage with them. But she commented, this girl on TikTok, some random girl, you know how TikTok shells you these like graphic tees that are, made in
Yeah.
China and they're whatever. There's one of him shirtless. Megan commented on it, I need that shirt.
Let me set you the scene. November
November circa 2019. Put a hole in my heart, watched it bleed.
Oh.
This was last week. And now they're on tour still and they're having chemistry. He's staring into her eyes. He's posting shit like that.
Wait, sorry.
They're on tour together.
Who's
Ella,
Okay,
Riley.
Ellen, yeah.
And while Megan's at home pining, going, I need
Something
this
about
shirtless.
Megan's face, I don't like her. And I like
It's
so-
giving Brittany Snow's character from Hairspray.
Yes.
Okay,
it is a
she
bit.
does look like
So-
Brittany Snow. She is also on tour right now. She's headlining her own tour.
Okay, update. As we've been editing this, Kalyn's here. As we've been editing this, we went to Megan Moroney's page, and I'm gonna say 80% sure she has a piñata that she's blurred out that she is violently hitting posted on her Instagram of Riley Green's face.
She's very like, she's a different, like Ella's more of that like raw, like redneck girl country, but like with a Stevie Nicks twist. Megan Moroney's like bubblegum country.
Where's the
She really, look, quick, that photo of her, she has the kind of blue eyes like the Miley Cyrus meme. I think that's what's kind of stressing
She
me
has the
out.
scary blue eyes.
Yeah,
no
like
offense.
that's disconcerting.
That's her album cover.
No disrespect to the blue-eyed community.
She's also just like,
I've been told I also have that like energy to my eye, but I don't have blue eyes. But that's,
you have great eyes. They don't scare me.
But I've green eyes, and I'm grateful for that because that's a little intense.
It is. She's a Georgia sorority girl.
Oh God.
Okay, I love. You know, I love a sorority girl.
It's true. But you know, the internet all has opinions. Megan definitely has more fans that ride for her because she's a little more famous than Ella at the moment. But Ella's been on top of like winning every award, and she's about to now go on tour with Morgan Wallen after Riley Green. So it's
Oh my God, this is fun.
it is really fun. It's so fun to keep up with. I'm like, what's gonna happen? And Riley Green's apparently a notorious playboy in Nashville. There are Reddit pages, snark pages, like saying like, oh, he hooked up with this girl and this girl. Recently, she went to a bridal shower, Megan Moroney, and brought Riley Green. And there's another girl there that used to hook up with Riley and like exposed him on TikTok without saying his name. Like it's so, he's a Nashville hoe.
He's community dick.
What we want for him, at least for me, is for him to realize that Ella Langley is the girl of his dreams.
To be honest, I get it.
Yeah. No.
He's giving Jax from Vanderpump Rules.
No, don't say that. Don't you dare say that. Jax is disgusting. Riley Green is hot.
Yeah, but it's like that energy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Sorry.
He looks like my first love.
Let him
like,
pass him around.
Yeah,
You know
pass him
what?
around.
Some people you gotta just pass him around.
He's like a joint. You gotta
Puff
puff,
puff pass.
puff, puff, pass.
Riley Green, puff puff pass.
But I want them to be. I want the girls to be happy. I'm a consummate.
I know. He's
girly's
also
girl.
37.
Oh, he's 6'4". Never mind.
I know,
Yeah.
terrifying.
Too tall. Get the
what
fuck
else
away from me.
happened? I feel like there was another component to this.
6 foot. Sorry, he's 6'4". I thought that was a 5'11" man at most.
Oh no, he's tall.
That is terrifying.
Another thing. So Ella Langley was in an interview a couple weeks. This was before they started having chemistry again, when they were clearly having issues. She was in an interview and she was like, yeah, like he got the mustache. I told him to get the mustache for my music video for the song and he just kept it. And then 3 days later, he posts a selfie without a mustache saying #SheGone. This is why like these people are all running their own social media is crazy.
Crazy.
You know who ran their social media? That's my favorite moment in history. When Adele ran her social media.
Oh,
Was she
of course.
good?
Put in
I
the
know.
photo of her.
She went to
the Caribbean.
the Caribbean Festival. What's it called? Yeah. And she
Yes.
had which one?
Carnival.
Carnival. And she had Bantu knots. And she
Queen.
posted this photo, and it was like you could just feel the immediate panic from her team.
She's wearing a Jamaican bikini too. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like Jamaicans, like were riding for her.
Yeah.
like, it's like
Jamaicans love a
cultural.
white girl who
well, they just love like
buys
all kind
in.
of like cultural, like shout, like any Jamaica mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, it's like hell yeah.
Do you know who's Jamaican?
Who?
Flo. Of course. Jamaican queen.
I ride for.
Shout
Flo.
out my cousin Flo.
Yeah, yeah.
My
Yes.
favorite Jamaican
Fun
person.
fact: Izzie has a Jamaican cousin.
I do. We're invited to Jamaica.
That's so
You guys
sick.
ever want to go?
I'm so down.
But
And
that's
I
also,
think
like
too. This was like the reveal that she like lost all the weight too.
Mm-hmm.
Like she posted this. This was the first time people had seen her.
that photo is incredible.
It's incredible. She looks great. Slay. I was very sad that people got mad at her for this.
Would have gone for a different hairstyle.
Yeah.
They're
I
not,
Yeah.
the
know
band
it
too.
suits
The
her.
band
It
too
looks a
knot's
little
not working
crazy
for
on
her.
her.
Yeah, the band do not.
She's
serve it.
giving what's the Angelica, the doll, you know, a little bit.
Cynthia.
Cynthia. She's giving Cynthia just a little bit.
She looks great with a blowout, you know?
Yeah.
She's a white girl. Come on.
Yeah, but I just love that she was like, I love that she posted that and was like, this will be fine.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
British
fine.
people tend to have
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
I just recently found out about the traveler community and I'm obsessed.
Oh,
That is another-
welcome to my. You want to talk about the horrid, cursed TikToks?
My For You page.
Horrid. I love it.
I love it. Yeah. I want to be a
mean-
traveler.
I love aggressive tanning TikTok.
Oh,
And their eyelashes are like they look like
they're far
caterpillars on
darker
their
It's
than
so
face.
you,
crazy.
Alana.
There was this one girl, I could not tell you her name, but it was so funny. This one girl, everybody thought she was a light-skinned black girl.
Mary Beth
She built-
Stanley.
I don't think so. She was Belgian or Dutch
Okay.
or something like that. Everyone thought she was a light-skinned black girl. And then there's this one
Will
man.
you put it in the photo? Yeah, okay.
This one man kept commenting, and he was like, "She's fooling all of you." Like commenting, responding to every black man commenting and being like, "This is a lie. This is a lie." Like, and then people found out that they found old photos of her, and she was literally just like
fully Rachel Dolezal.
sweet. She was. That's what it was. She was Swedish, I think. And it was amazing. This girl had built her platform as like
pulled a Rachel
my
Dolezal.
cousin kind of vibe. Like she was just like a light skinned black girl, and literally no part of her ethnic background is black at all. But like her fan base like was black girls and like black men. Like she was
That's so
fooling.
funny.
It wasn't even like other white
She
girls.
is Rachel Dolezal.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It wasn't
she's
even like
Rachel
other white
Dolezal.
girls being like, "Oh my god, like you so tan." Like people
Yeah.
literally thought she was like, "Oh, one of us."
She
And-
knew what she was doing.
but it was so funny. This guy who was like, we gotta get her. Like it was so funny.
Who is that hero? Is that her ex, probably?
yeah,
Her ex who dated her when she was white.
some guy who hooked up with her, and the next day his sheets were brown, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Couldn't get the stains out, so he
yeah,
took
he's
took
like,
to the
"What
internet."
happened here?" It's amazing.
Fake. I love fake Tanner, but in a
In
a
an
normal
ethical way.
Yeah, yeah.
An ethical fake tanner.
In a non-black fishing.
Yeah.
Although my prom, when I went to prom when I was in 10th grade, I got a spray tan and it was a little dark. It was a little too dark.
It was a little questionable.
My prom date was Latino and I was darker than him.
How dark do you want to be? We have 1, 2, or 3.
Well, I like how you look. What are you?
Puerto Rican.
Much darker. So, needless to say, I did not get another spray tan after that.
That's amazing.
I do the San Tropez
I would
sometimes.
love to see those pictures.
Yeah.
I just love how all these subgroups have like their own, like the thing with the travelers, like they have their own beauty standards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And they talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like their eye, like the lashes are so big,
Yeah.
you can't see their
So
eyeballs.
much makeup.
They look like
And they're like,
caterpillars
this
on
is
The
their
kids
eyes.
wear makeup. The
Yeah.
6-year-olds wear
Yeah.
makeup. I've seen full beats on children.
It's like a world. It's like living in a world where it's like Whoville, but it's pageantville.
yeah.
Like
Toddlers
everything
and
is beauty
tiaras.
pageant. Yeah.
Everything's
bad
glittery.
beauty pageants.
Wait, have you
like-
seen they're also they all live in like trailers, double wides or RVs, and they all have plastic over their furniture and are obsessed with cleaning. They all do cleaning videos.
Do I need to become a traveler?
I think so. Wait, for Halloween, if you and Frank were a traveler couple,
That
I
would
think
be
that could be incredible.
hilarious.
Or even
Obviously,
for
Frank
not.
has to be the woman. Obviously,
No,
Yeah.
no. I think Frank would do a really good traveler man. They have like the slicked back hair.
but like that's,
They don't tan, which
Yeah.
is the funniest part, is the men don't tan as much. They all have really like defined eyebrows. It's kind of Jersey Shore.
That's what I'm saying.
honestly.
But it's such an interesting culture. Like, what
Yeah.
what was the decision that like the men don't tan, but they carve out their brows? Like, what was
Yeah.
the decision?
Yeah, who
that
was
this
the
is the
ideal beauty
standard?
standard?
Yeah, who are they
It's
Who
almost
they
like it's almost like when you study
emulating?
like Victorian era beauty,
Yes,
and it's like
totally.
yeah, they used to put like arsenic on their skin
Lead
and
makeup.
pluck their hairline. I'm like, this is culturally very fascinating.
Yeah. Like who is their
Who's
standard?
setting the
yeah.
standard?
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, like who's their beauty standard?
Yeah.
Adele at
That's
No,
a good
love
one.
you, we love Adele.
We love Adele. Dream
Adele.
guest.
And the travelers.
And the travelers. Yeah. It's I mean the travelers sometimes it makes me sad though cuz they'll talk about how like they can't do like they're not sad about it obviously, but I just think about them like being like, you know, the women like they get pulled out of school at a certain age. Like they
They
can't
get married at like 16.
They get married at like
Oh,
yeah, they get
18.
they're not allowed to continue to go to school like because they're teaching them things that are against what their customs are.
they
Oh, do they have a
religious?
Yeah, is there like a religious affiliation?
I don't think so.
It's
Or just a cultural thing?
it's cultural.
Let me look it up.
Interesting.
It's I think they're like Catholic, honestly.
I don't think they're Catholic.
Yeah, that doesn't.
That doesn't align with the Catholic aesthetic.
But although you could, I don't know, like it could be like
They're
a
always wearing
twist or like a
crosses. I
bastardization of
mean-
the idea of like gilded.
Yeah, they're always wearing
reverence to
crosses
God.
and stuff. But yeah.
I sent you guys a picture when you're talking about the eyebrows. Check out I just texted it to all of you. This is a girl that I saw. I was shooting a show at the Comedy Store and I was doing outside stuff.
I didn't get it.
This was the craziest eyebrow thing I've ever seen on a woman.
They're called. I've seen that
That's
on
brow
TikTok.
lamination.
Yeah, brow lamination.
I think
is
she
that
looks
called?
dope. Did you
It
just
looked
ask
like
to take a picture of her?
It
Are you just
what it looked
roasting
like
this
to me
poor
was like
girlie?
someone blew up her eyelashes on her forehead.
She didn't do it for you, Keida.
Thank you.
I understand why brow lamination would be disconcerting to a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a
what
very
is
like
that? I don't
like
even
we
know
do
what
this
the
we
fuck
do
it
this for
is.
ourselves, and then we walk into like the bathroom at the bar and people will be like, your eyebrows are stuck in place. What did you do? They look amazing. Like we compliment each other on how stuck in place our eyebrows are. I was at the bar recently when my eyebrows were stuck in place, and my friend said, "Your eyebrows are stuck in place."
It's
What
like
is
they
that?
basically
And I said,
like,
Anastasia Beverly
I
Hills
brushed
Brow
up my
Freeze.
eyebrows today. So it's basically I've done like you do that and then they put some sort of
Perm.
chemical
It's a perm.
on it. So
I used to
that
do it myself until all my
stays
eyebrows broke
in
off.
place and it doesn't move.
I sat there and I looked, and it was so weird because minus the eyebrows, she was like a completely normal, good-looking
Yeah.
woman. She wasn't eccentric in any other way.
That's not an eccentricity. If anything,
What?
that's extremely like standard. Like every girl
that's like
gets brow
on brand. That's like
lamination.
that's a trend right now.
Yeah.
I have never
For like
fucking
the
seen
last
that.
Yeah.
7 years. That's
I
been
mean,
like
I've
a
seen
thing.
the snuffleupagus eyelash thing, but I've never seen eyebrows like that.
Yeah.
Like it was alarming. I was
it's
like,
because
I even
she has-
asked her. I was like, look at these eyebrows.
It's because she has sparse brows.
Yeah,
and
that's
she
why
got
it
a
was- yeah,
lamination.
it was
But they're
alarming.
sparse, but they're long.
Yeah.
So that's why they look very
With
centipede.
feathery.
Yeah. But I did it I was doing it myself at home. And it was
the perm
awesome.
product?
Yeah, with the perm product. I was doing it myself at home. And then all of a sudden I was like, why are my eyebrows curly? And it was because I had burned them.
Yeah, over laminated.
Did I stop? No. I kept going
She kept going.
until I started washing my face and was getting bits of eyebrow. And then I was like, maybe this is a sign.
Maybe they're falling out.
Maybe it's a sign to stop. But I'm pro brow lamination.
Yeah.
too.
But it's a very like standard like if I would say that's a basic bitch
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
Brow
It
lamination.
is.
yeah, and I'm not anti it. I just was like, what in the
You were
fuck
shocked.
is going on right here?
You were
Did you
Yeah.
take that picture of her?
Well, no, it's from a video. I was taking video of people that were standing outside the Comedy Store because it was for like this huge show that I was taping,
Okay.
and it was just people on the street interviews. And I walked up, and she turned around, and I was just like,
Ah.
"What the fuck is going on here?"
I get that though. Like I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that we
It
as
could throw
women
you
do
off.
that a man would be like, what is that?
Yeah.
You know?
They are a lot of Catholics, as it turns out, or Pentecostal Christian.
Oh, that kind of I feel like that kind of makes sense.
Pentecostal kind of.
Pentecostal is yeah.
I think the English ones are probably not as well, maybe. It's a different kind of Catholic.
Well, I think that's why isn't that like why they've been named the traveler community? It's like an alternative to like what was originally just that.
For example, though, that's the standard of beauty we're talking about, Keida.
Yeah. She's like a mild
That's like a
traveler,
mild
too.
version.
A
this
mild
like a-
traveler.
Is this like a basic white woman thing to do? Or?
No,
This is a specific
gypsy.
English. It's an English subculture, British subculture.
That's what the men look like on the right. The guy with the
This?
chain, yeah. I mean, I guess they do tan a little. Just
Yeah,
not
they
as
look like Guidos.
Yeah, they do.
They literally
They
look like
all look
Guidos.
like Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the traveler though.
Oh, there's Mary Bridget Stanley with the green shirt.
Oh yeah, I follow her.
I love her.
Yeah, I love her.
She's the beauty standard.
yeah.
What if we just come in next time with traveler makeup on?
I'm so down. I'm so
I'm not
down.
actually down. It's too much work, but
Okay.
I think it'd be funny.
She's kind of actually she's darker than me. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't need to
Okay.
do that much work, but no, she's darker than me.
Okay.
You'd have to do a little more orange too.
Yeah.
She's very orange.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Color
gonna play.
match.
We're gonna play a little game. Just a round robin game. Okay. somebody asked me this, and they're like, I want you to ask the girls this. If we were to plan a heist, what would each of our roles be?
I would want to be the little guy in the box. You fold me up and put me in a box.
So the insider or the mole?
The mole.
Yeah, I want to be the mole.
Stealthy. Your traits are stealthy, resourceful, emotionally conflicted.
Yeah, that sounds like me. I want to be folded up in a. Actually, what am I fucking saying? I'm claustrophobic as hell.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But in a reality where I'm not claustrophobic, I would love to be folded up in a little box and pushed into the safe, and then I roll out.
You'd be the safe cracker.
I think
the
you'd be the
demolitions expert.
Yeah, I think you'd be the safe. Yeah.
I'm thinking about this in terms of Ocean's 11,
Yeah,
and
me
like who I
too.
identify with in Ocean's
The
11.
mole, the guy.
In reality, the person I identify most with in Ocean's 11 was always Matt Damon's character because he was really emotionally distraught at all times and very anxious.
That would be, the insider mole probably, because it says emotionally conflicted.
Yeah. But I also love, I've made this joke before when I see the hacker, because I've noticed that, like, this is kind of a segue, but you know how, like, on a lot of new TV shows, the archetype that they always give the light-skinned black girl is, like, the cunty hacker.
Yeah.
Like, the black girl, the light-skinned black girl, or not even light-skinned, like, just, like, the black girl, it's, like, alternative, will have, like, piercings, and she's, like, the cunty hacker.
Yeah.
And she's, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe I'd be the cunty hacker.
I think so.
No, it's not quite that. It's, like, the person that comes to mind is, like, there was this character in Black Mirror in the Locke Henry episode. You didn't watch? Okay. There's this girl in, I forgot the actress's name, but she's like an eyebrow piercing and a lip ring, and she's like kind of rude and is like, it's like that's the energy, is like the roles that are available when you're like an actor and you're like an alternative black girl is like you can be the best friend or cunty hacker.
Cunty hacker.
Yeah.
Jesse's looking.
I kind of want to write a movie it's all cunty hackers.
That's funny.
Just all black girls that they're all just
hacking each other.
They're all just rude and cunty and hacking. And they all have so many facial piercings.
Like,
I don't know why that's like the first thought Netflix has is like, how do we show that this black girl is alternative? Let's give her a lip ring.
Yeah.
And make
Always.
her rude. It's like, okay.
How do we like make the inclination that like she could be into anime? Like,
Literally,
eyebrow
that's
ring.
literally it. It's
Yeah.
like she's not like other girls. She likes anime. Okay.
Yeah. Eyebrow ring.
You've done this 8 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would be the cunty hacker. Tech expert. That's hilarious because literally me trying to every day of my life, I don't know the difference between YouTube TV and the YouTube app. Every single day, I come out and I go, Frank, I can't turn sports off. He goes, what are you trying to find? I go, I'm trying to watch something on YouTube. And he goes, we'll go to the YouTube app. And I go, I am in the YouTube app. I can't get the sports off. It's only playing the sports. I'm like on the phone. He's like, are you in the YouTube TV app, the live app, or on the YouTube app? And I'm like, I don't know. So that would be me, the tech expert.
Yeah, you'd be the tech expert, but you'd just be weeping over the laptop.
Yeah, literally. Like, I can't figure out anything.
Izzie
My
would
internet's
definitely
so
be the
slow.
con artist.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Gonna say.
Yeah, 100% the card. Lies,
charms, manipulates. I love charming. And
Yeah.
lying.
Yeah, I can just see you being like, "Hi, come," like off the craps
Yeah.
table, like, "Come here."
Jesse, you'd have to be
Yeah.
the mastermind. 'Cause
Yeah.
Otherwise, this heist ain't happening.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
happening.
Yeah, exactly.
This heist ain't
The
happening.
hacker and the con
Yeah.
artist, we're
Yeah.
just gonna be having fun.
Yeah, we're just,
We're just gonna have a fun night.
Yeah.
We are playing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just hanging.
And we're like, wait, were we gonna break into a safe or something?
let's just go scam people instead.
Honestly, I don't even know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
No, like we're not gonna do that.
No.
It's fine.
Let's just go pickpocket some rich guys.
Yeah. I'm
That
gonna
would
go
be our vibe.
scam some guy for his crypto password.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
the slot machines.
Yeah. No, I love it. I rewatched The Town
Oh,
the other night.
such a good
I
movie.
love The Town.
I haven't seen The Town.
Such a good movie.
It's so good.
Is that the one with Blake Lively?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's been
Queen.
resurfacing because of Blake Lively.
Our
And
black
she's
queen.
like, and she has this
Our
part in it where
indigenous
she's like,
queen, yeah.
she's like, you're the detective, figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, like weird mouth thing. And I'm obsessed with her. I just want her to keep doing what she's doing. I want her to be in
Do
everything.
we think that do you think that now that they called Taylor Swift in to testify that like their friendship's over?
I think she's definitely taken some space, but who really knows?
Blake Lively, if you need a new friend,
Yeah, Alana's
who's not a
ready.
rat, I'm right here. I
Who
will
will
keep
stand
all
up
of your
to the
secrets.
man.
You know, there's nothing I love more than a delusional woman.
It's
A
true.
delusional white woman.
Yeah.
Yes,
Particularly a delusional
I love
white
a woman
woman.
who is so far up her own ass. I'm when they're like, she needs to come back down to earth, I'm like, no, let her orbit in space. I will help her get there.
Yeah, you do. There is something so that you love the and
I'm a good hype woman. I love being
Yeah.
like me,
Yeah.
like, you know, anybody that's like, hey guys, I'm going live with all my fans, and it's like 4 people, and I'm like, I'm here.
I love you.
I love you.
I don't know how to get out of the YouTube TV app.
But I'm coming.
I'm coming. I'm on YouTube TV. But
Once I figure this out, I'm coming to you.
I'm coming. I love her. But I was watching The Town, and it is really sick when they wear like the nun masks and like the I love the bank robbing with the masks on thing.
Yeah.
Which is fun because I hate masks, but in a bank robbing scenario, I think it's really fun.
It's cool.
What kind of mask would you wear if you were robbing a bank?
Venetian.
Of
Comida
course you-
dell'arte.
Obviously.
Ski mask.
Ski mask?
Like, or balaclava, something scary. Because I'm so small that I would have to. You gotta.
You should wear a
amp it
Michael
up.
Myers mask.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Halloween store. What about you? None.
I don't know. I have no idea. A replica of my own face. Kind of fun because then they're like, oh, this was her. And then it's like, no, that was a latex mask.
Yeah.
And then they would never think it was me.
Yeah, you'd be
Why
like,
would you wear a
"What?"
latex mask of her own face? It's
Yeah.
obviously not her.
True.
It's actually kind of genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would like, who would do that? That's insane. She got this super high tech latex mask. Why would anybody ever wear their own face to do a robbery? I'm no longer a suspect.
We should make an Ocean's 14.
Didn't
I think
the
they
ocean-
already
didn't-
did that.
Didn't
I
the
know,
ones with
I
all the
know.
women like
And
tank?
Rihanna was the cunty hacker.
Stop.
Rihanna was the cunty hacker. I'm telling you, this is a thing.
I know it is. They
They
is.
expanded
Tropes.
the archetypes of like what black women can play by one mark, and
Degree,
it was cunty. It was cunty hacker.
Yeah, 1 degree.
Mm-hmm.
We
was like, yeah.
we gotta switch it up.
And it's really just like an alternate version of like the angry black woman because she's still angry.
But she's
frustrated.
hacking.
She's frustrated because
yeah.
nobody knows. Like they're like, can't you just? And she's like, can't I just?
Yeah.
Clearly, you don't know about blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's like they've she's had to like push down the anger.
Yeah.
almost.
Channels
Yeah.
it into her hacking.
Yeah, but that was literally Rihanna's character. She like barely said anything.
I know they hyped her up being in that film so much.
She said nothing.
and she was barely in it. And they were like she was like the second credit in the trailer. They're like Rihanna, and then they kept her in the van the whole movie.
She wasn't there to speak. She was there to hack.
God damn it.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about the podcast. It's the #1 way podcasts get around. Follow us on Instagram at Night School Podcast and on YouTube at Night School Pod. Submit advice questions, tinyurl.com/Night School Advice. And we'll see you guys next time.